Hello, and welcome to another episode of me, Rob MacIver, playing computer games. Tonight I'm playing Disco Elysium, going back to Disco Elysium. Last time was Cliffhanger, or was it a Cliffhanger? Shit went down last episode. A lot of people died, but me and Kim are alive, so that's a good thing. And we're now gonna, I don't know what exactly we're gonna do now, but I suppose we're gonna go around town and speak to people. So yeah, I feel like we're entering the final act of the game. I don't know how long that will be, but yeah, things are heating up, so it should be interesting. So yeah, without further ado, cheers to another stream, and yeah, let's play. On the screen, there you go. Alright, cool. You guys should be seeing it now. Any second now. Testing. Cool. Let's continue. Not here. I was testing out the audio earlier, so I picked an earlier save. Oh yeah, it would be this manual save here. Alright. It's gonna be a word there for a sec. Just moving stuff around. Keyboard and microphone. Testing. Alright, cool. What do we have? So we just completed a day. What new lines do we have? Score minus off. We've got the revolver, I don't think we have any bullets. I think there are two pistols in there. And any new clothes? Is there anything new to interact with? Ruby's journal. I think I did that already. And inspect the window in Kelsey's room. Yeah, we were just out for the count all day Saturday. Are you Laputa Mondre's peon? Ruby said you were a notorious corrupt cop. Laputa Mondre's peon. That's why she was scared of you. Okay. Call your station to find out more if you dare. I could be undercover, maybe. Determined where the shot came from. Check the island. Yeah, I won't get to the island. The question yet to be totally answered is the Roland Ranks part of a doomed commercial area. Talk to God about this. See what he thinks. Make the Van Eric jam harder. Cool. Figures. The graffiti on the wall. And again, the hangman's boots. Level, let's see. How many levels do we have? We have none. Okay, alright, cool. So we go investigate the room. That's our main thing to do. I think last session we checked out Kim's room and then we left it. Do you have the right kind of clothes on? Suggestion. Kingdom of conscience. Empathy. Inland Empire volition. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. Yeah, definitely on that one. It's up on my counter. My logic is down one. Yeah, it's not the best. It's 3. -1 from items. -1 from 4. Cool. What do we have here? Reaction speed. Could do level now, and hand-eye coordination. My hand-eye coordination is quite good. Quite like that. Alright. The hell's this? Your something like that. Check that out later. Ooh, what's this? Ouch, the leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Alright, fine. Looks like she left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift?
The lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift be? Or I could say, seems she left in a hurry. Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate. Focused.
What could the gift be?
I am not drawing my gun, yet. But I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
Oh, alright. And let's take a look at the prescription meds. I suppose we can pick them up now.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush.
Fair enough, she had to take them all with her.
Pity.
I was kind of hoping a gift would be in here. She really cleaned this out. Yeah, I did that.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Close cabinet. I won't talk about taking the drugs. Not today. A red thread made of nylon is led out of the room and onto the roof. Is this where she suspects a bullet? When?
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the...
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger, drawn taut. It rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
B triple prime is where you want to go. Where's the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles. from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
Yep, that's what I suspected from the beginning.
The island in the bay.
That's where I wanted to go. She tried and tell us that the shot came from the inlet.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that inlet. Sunken C4. I saw it through the coin operated viewer. Yeah, I did.
I remember.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her. This is her way of saying she's sorry. I just don't know. Yeah, I kinda believe her. Yeah, we shouldn't jump to conclusions, so I say just don't know.
Indeed. Neither do I.
This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic. Maybe we need to go to the island. Yeah, it's not going to work. There must be something else we missed. You seem unenthusiastic, Oliver.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island. Alright, fair enough.
There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Miss crumbling concrete. I remember the anti-aircraft gun, or the ruin of one, on the island, from the coin-operated viewer. Yeah. Kim, let's go to the fucking island. I'm going to the island, are you in? Actually, let's not go to the island. I remember the anti-aircraft gun on the ruins on the island.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
He nods.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
I'm going to the island, are you in?
Of course. I'm in.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says,
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
I tried to ask her earlier, but the option didn't come up. Liana? The net picker? She's tarring her boat, maybe. Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Where does the thread lead? Oh yeah, I've done all these. Alright, cool. Going to the island. But first, we must check everything else first. The thread is tied to the antenna. We'll go via the back way, see if there's anything new come up.
You clearly see footprints.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else.
We had that dialogue already. Just going back over old territory. Can we activate this again?
The machine is dead and silent.
Oh, fair enough. What do we have here? The cops are gone. My God, how you holding up?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement. It could have used more work. After all, I just took a bullet for the place. You did? I was too distracted to notice. I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Yeah, you better fucking believe it, mate.
I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now.
Hey.
This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, but the drinks are not. Just felt I needed to specify that.
Fair enough. Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass. If you say it as two different words like that, it sounds like there's something wrong with your ass. Just nod hysterically. Yeah, I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Oh, fair enough.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself. Stepping onto that balcony.
What about the girl that was into him?
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
So nothing about him?
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff here that I could have done earlier. Peephole in the wall. God, if I was told you there's a back room. God, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen? Alright, let's do that. I'm surprised I didn't click on it.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I have a search warrant. There may be some something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changed his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Yeah, I already did. Kelsey in room 3, she nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her. Well, anyway, mystery solved. I don't like loose ends. You have Lena. Lena's a good customer. Yeah, you have Lena.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she? Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else?
Got whoever told you we're going to the back room.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
Are you going to ask me what went on there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop. Nothing, a black gaping maw at the end of time. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game. I didn't check, pinball isn't relevant to investigation. Didn't check, pinball stupid. Why do you want to play? Yeah, I do.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related. About how much money he could make of one.
Think I'll turn this place back into a pinball arcade? If you think on some of those pinball machines, I want a fat cut. See. Suit. Shit. Be a jest. I'm a disruptor, sorry. I feel a capitalist plot coming on. Thinking to turn this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. Well, the machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have warned you though, I may have discovered that the Welland is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
So you know of the curse. The Welland's listed with the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call you and couldn't reach you. Wait, so you know of the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
The Welland's listed with the intercom.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Hold on, not once. Isn't that already a sign of decline? The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails too. The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade which failed. Though perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse. Yeah, I did that.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the Berlin? Who owns the place? Or about the other cafeterias you manage? You really care about the Berlin, huh?
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Aha, so you finally admit it. You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know? You shouldn't be so worried.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Who named it the Berlin and Mags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that. What about the other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others? He doesn't have to tell you everything he doesn't want to. And the others? Yeah, I do.
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the Whirling.
Got 2 concludes now. Well, good luck with the place then. Too bad it's doomed. Good luck with the place.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Yeah, let's get some pinballs on there.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about
keep
my
on saying that, mate.
establishment,
I've
can
got a
we,
lot of stuff to talk to you about.
wrap it up?
No, I'm not wrapping up. There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room, right next to Kelsey's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines. Could he be the killer? No. I'm jumping the gun there. The sniper came from the other end of the town. I think that's the best lead.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
Are you sure you haven't been spying on the guests? Or are you been notified?
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not. Yes?
Alright, cool. I think we're good. So even though the conversations come up as all red, if newer conversations appear, then it doesn't give you a heads up. So I've got to be careful when it looks like all conversations are done, because that very well might not be the case. Let's save. So that makes me think that I should really check his dialogue. I want to talk about you.
What about me?
Tell me a secret about yourself? No? Alright.
The lieutenant nods.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Don't see anything new.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Composure. May your Sunday
You
friend?
did?
Yep, there's more.
And how did you like him?
Oh no, wait, these are just sub options.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. What about me, Gendarme? Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire build. Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I was just getting
Bye-bye,
over
Gendarme.
dialogue there, there's nothing too much to care about. Alright, let's see how what's his face? What's his name? Don't even remember. But there's only 3 of them left now.
Seeing you approach,
Oh yeah,
a
Titus
bruised
Hardy.
man raises his spear in welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot.
Yeah, fuck
Fucks
yeah.
did not expect that.
He looks at you with unmistakable respect.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
He extends his hand.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
I can shake it. No need to thank me. Just do my job. I superstarred the shit out of that. Shake his hand and nod in silence. Don't shake. Look, I need to talk to you. Or, actually, I'm just going to say goodbye. Yeah, no need to thank me. I'm just doing my job. No. No, I want to make him know that, like, I kind of on his side. Look, I need to talk to you. I superstarred the shit out of that. Shake his hand in nod in silence. Yeah, I'll do that.
Now, how can I help you?
I'm sorry about the people you lost. Let's just do that.
Dio was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Lizzie and Angus, they were just stupid kids. Didn't realize the shit they got into before it was too late. I feel responsible for both. For all of them, really.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I loved that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Hold on. What about the Shanky fella? They were good people. I'm sorry it went like that. We were born into the world to die, it seems. Maybe there's redemption in that. At least it ends one day. This is getting dark. Let's talk about happy stuff. Hold on. What's that about the Shanky fella?
Dennis, you saw him run. He's a mean little shit and I never trusted him. He'd better run real fast now. Real fast.
They were good people. I'm sorry it went like that.
Well, yeah. Memento Mori. Right.
Memento Mori, or remember that you must die, is a slogan various religious orders have thrown around since the dawn of mankind to emphasize the vanity of earthly life and the transient nature of all earthly pursuits. In essence, it means one should live virtuously in this life to live better in the afterlife.
I just agree with him. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
Or you might die of a heart failure or syphilis.
Hey, fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys?
First, we're gonna find Dennis.
I'm going to find Dennis. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to kill him.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about picking up a morning newspaper on his daily walk around the block.
That's not gonna bring back Frontier Justice. I like it. You guys, your responsibility to do feels right. That's not gonna bring it back.
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known what happens to cowards. And then I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys.
Do you know what happened to Kelsey?
Don't know? Don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
Titus, after all we've been through, level with me. You really liked that, didn't you?
Nope.
He did.
Same here, man. Yeah, fuck it.
He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Any idea what I should do now?
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
Yeah, go pay Monica visiting Janro. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book.
So long, fellas. Be good so I don't have to come back here again.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Janro. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
Hey, I'm on his good side. It's good. Go to the island. Via the fishing village. Now that I got unlimited free accommodation, that means I got money to burn, which is good. Oh, it's French. Why does everything have to be French? Un jour, J. C. Bureau de Detour. Pres Detour? Or something? That's French, right?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Scar.
Looks like Cindy Scott finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Fair enough.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Step back, Lieutenant. Set the graffiti on fire with a lit cigarette. Yeah, right.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. Rain turns to vapor above the burning message, mingling with the black smoke.
Disco Elysium. You've been police martinized. God, I am on my way. Say nothing, stare grimly into the flames. Disco Elysium.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly,
Yeah.
the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Over, thanks for the follow. Pixel Warrior. Hi there. I really enjoy watching your play, although I was only there briefly. I would love to help you more. You typically stream at what time? Hang out on Discord? I'm Lizzie. Lizzie. Yeah, no, I don't really do Discord so much. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays. 6 PM to 10 PM. Most weeks, sometimes I'm busy, but that's generally the thing. Glad to hear you're enjoying it. Thank you. Oh, I better not run. Let's go talk to the boy. See what he says.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Who's saying that?
People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
+1 morale. Alright. More questions about the crime scene?
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Want to discuss the
The
body?
fuck about it. You're testing. Get lost. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, pig. Watch
Right.
out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Right. What else do we have? Alright. We can talk to... It's probably not good to talk to the police about me being undercover. No, undercover cop, but like, what's the word? me working for the mafia. Laputa Mondre Pion. Yeah, no, fuck it. Fuck it. It's a mission, so I'll do it. Save it.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel
I'll pick up the
preheating
radio.
gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Precinct 57, we've been attacked. I repeat, Lieutenant Kisawagi and I.
Something is wrong. Only static hisses through the speaker.
Hello?
No reply. Only the mindless drone of static crawling through the air.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations and jamming outward communications to protect themselves from Crenel. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. That is, if we don't want us cut off the grid completely.
Isn't that dangerous?
No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the mercs made things calmer. For now. You can try calling again. Just don't mention the tribunal. And remember, they are listening in.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, everything sounds too okay.
Okay, now
In
done.
the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Canadian to 41.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Jules, I've heard some people think of me as Laputa Mondre's peon. Do you think I'm corrupted? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
10-4, sir. Well, there has been some talk, sir.
He says reluctantly. Some talk. Some talk? What do you mean there's been some talk? Do you think I'm corrupt or not? Or does it mean people know that I am the dirty cop? Because I am. I'm the dirtiest, most dangerous cop in Weathershall. My reputation precedes me. I want you to know that I would never ever do anything like that. I'm not taking bribes, Jules. I want you to know that I will never ever do anything like that. I'm not taking bribes, Jules. Yeah, I do that.
I only meant that there has been some talk in the station, that's all. But there are always some talk in the station. You know how officers in Jamrock are. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over.
Alright. Is that a completed task? Yeah, it was completed. Got some experience from that, so it was worth it. I don't think I get the Hammerman boots, it's back at the lab, basically. The morgue, whatever. And the beauty in the wall. Alright, cool. Yeah, goodbye. Don't need anything more from you.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Cool. There's not many people to speak to. I wonder what Everett, was that his name? The union boss man. I wonder what he has to say about all this. I'm gonna run a bit. Little steps here and there. I'm also going to get my rubbish bag out in case I see rubbish. What's that fuzzy sound? Right. The rooms are there. actually go inside. Oh, I could try this again. This
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned no answer.
Press U against the door.
Not a sound. The silence is eerie.
Unlock the door.
The key stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is coming from the apartment. The tenant's key is in the lock. The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signals you to back off from the door.
Alright. Oh, what was that?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
Looking at bullet holes gives me PTSD or something. Breathe out sharply. Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. Man, I started to feel really bad for a second. Yeah, I do that.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
These bullet holes look like the bullet holes we saw before.
Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution.
Man, how many people got shot during the revolution?
Plenty.
Right. How close I am to leveling up? Oof. Only 10 experience points away. Don't you have any more dialogue?
Give me a moment. Ask away, police.
She mumbles some.
Nothing new from the looks of it. Is she inside? No. Where did the woman go? Let's check the other rooms since I'm here. Anything gonna go on in there? Nope. I don't think anything's gonna happen here, but I'll try anyway.
This door is made of metal. No one answers.
Let's go.
Alright. Which way we go? This way. There's nothing else to do here. So main mission. I can speak to Everett first. I'll speak to Everett. See if there's anything new in the shop as well whilst I'm here. The yellow roses in the window, they aren't the flowers that were left by for Kelsey.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
+1 endurance. $4. Still a raincoat. No, $4 is fine.
Here you go.
Is there different items here every day? What's that point of the raincoat?
What is what? A raincoat? You know, like the one you bought earlier.
Okay. Maybe I could go earlier.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Excuse me, you have a tear bag but no tear. No.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
$2.50. It's quite cheap.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
A colorful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Nothing here.
Is this about the questions again? 'Cause, I don't really know anything. Uh-huh.
Alright, cool. Nothing else here. Music's sounding really weird there. Alright, cool. Well, there's no more protesters.
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Then it comes with the Bardirio lifestyle, right? Yeah, he got shot, no big deal. It really hurts, Manana. Pain. That's what his strike brought upon us. Then it comes with the Bardirio lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
Right, so where's everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
You can't help me get inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Evrak you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
What will you be doing?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worry. You know it.
Ah! Stop it. The cat pressed the button there. Testing. I'm sure you'll do good. That was an accent. Cersei actually selected that. Don't worry, I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any other insane killer turns up, then I'll run and live. Okay. Cersei picked, I'll sure you do a good job. You know a friend. Alright, cool. Thank you, Cersei. Right, I'm going to turn the lights on. I forgot to turn the lights on before the stream. So just hang there. We'll be back in a second. I'm back with a miss. Well, I'm presuming I'm not going to get in there, or maybe the next one can't go through. Yep, locked. Oh, I can get the church just now. Was it going to be a piece of clothing? Plastic and a quid. One day the dude that was there, I'm probably gonna fight him. I wonder if he's an assassin. Who knows? So as you see, I'm not walking. I'm not running around fast because I got injured in the game just prior to this, and it basically said if I start walking around, if I start running around, then it's gonna hurt. So I don't want to cause too much problems with my health.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows up. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue. The back end of a book with ragged edges catches your notice.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Oh, I got a new coat. +1 endurance. The transparent plastic raincoat with feet written on the back. The package photo shows a group of happy Ravasholians dancing in the rain. I'll put it on. Sometimes I get dialogue if I actually wear items, so I have to wear everything as soon as I can. Everyone's gone. This is Ruby's room. Ruby's car.
This found A to Z. The smell of there's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat. Voila.
Bonne prise.
This large toll booths at the there. Hundreds of thousands.
Best not to disturb.
The stack of maps enclose the rust.
Fuck it, we've done all that already.
The old monument is wrapped in vibrantly.
Cool, moving on. Do we speak to the shop dude? Let's see if this guy's revenue. Might be able to buy interesting stuff. Oh, actually, what's that? Everything's good here. footfall within, no human. Not human. Up there, the phasmid, perhaps. No. No, it's a... You know, it's about a dog.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. A good starter pair of a man who knows his style. Much respect.
Yeah, I got money to burn.
These are those UV stickers.
These are all first rate.
Cool. You never know when I might need those items.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
You find your hat. The box smells like cat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Oof. 50. No, I'll leave them for later. I never know, I might need money in the next town.
Wow!
Wow, what?
A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is?
What is it?
Cool! That's cool!
Yeah. Ooh, my rhetoric. Persuade him to give me some money. Persuade for money? Nah. Why is need funds for the island? +2. Is that something I yet to go and discover? Maybe I have to pay to get across. I'm gonna hold back spending money then. Is there more routes opened up? Can't seem to go this way still. So main storyline now, the only thing I can do is speak to the woman here. Main story is speak to the woman here about getting a boat to the island. I want to go to the island to find a sniper spot.
The trap is full of locusts, but poor things.
Nothing new. But before I do main story, there's 2 things to do. I want to speak to the church, people in the church. See if there's anything of interest going on. And basically just look around a bit here and there. Let's try the glasses. So which one do I have on? The Jamrock Biker. The Death Tinted shades come with an odd longing for self-destruction. They're ugly. You don't even need a mirror to know this. Describe them as futile. Better get a glass of wine. Let's try that. Any new dialogue? Nope. Alright, next one. The truth is, you can't really see very well through the darkened specs, but you feel truly tender. In this newly found deep sea plane, 2 blue tinted lenses sit in a bone carved frame like they always belonged there. No dialogue? Alright. Let's go back to the raincoat. I don't think I read it. No? Hmm? Chow wants attention today. So that's the woman for the main quest. I'm just gonna go to the church first. Oh, maybe I tell her that thing has died. I think I've done that already. Ruby.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own, though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
There's no time for jokes. Can't you see I'm in pain? I guess you were right. The men with guns were coming for me after all. Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Then we'll be ready for them.
Yeah, got up my my skills, my reaction speed, and I'll be good. So yeah, speak to people at the church and man, I just really want to run all over the place. I do stop start. I've been told it fucks up my leg if I do keep running all the time. Let's see what's going down in Disco Elysium.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Got shot in the hip. -1. Several
Goodbye, officer.
Let's see if we can up that. What colour was that? +1. I forgot to change my glasses back actually. What colour was it? Yellow. Just look out for yellow. -1. Ooh. So I got another +1. Okay. What about tool? No. I said dancing place basically. 7
Hey man,
to
it's good to see you.
58 isn't good enough.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's put my stuff back. Trousers. Kingdom of Conscience. And what was my regular glasses? That was it. For the empathy. Cool. Let's see if there's anything else going on here before moving.
Welcome back.
Empathy is still low. reaction speed. +2 dress code avian investigator. I got shot in the leg.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know. Anyway, shot in the leg? I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Now can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. Sure.
Nah. Reaction speed. Catch a silver bird. Just see how many reaction speeds are there to reckon up. Got a lot of clothes right now. Now reaction speed. Get one more down sorted. No, that's minus. That's minus. Alright, we can try this. Would that be 73 maybe?
Welcome back.
83. Yeah. Let's go for it.
O pasaro de agent. It flutters by your ear.
That was almost critical success, isn't it?
It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Rivershore, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
Oh, passe de agreed. I remember now, it's a Zemliki term for someone who won't break under questioning, an organized crime term. Maybe I'll do a passe de agent.
Excuse me?
She brushed her hair through her hand through her hair.
She's attempting to remain calm, but the phrase made her flinch.
I remember now.
What do you mean?
The silver bird.
Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone.
I can't move this chair around at all. Right.
So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
You don't call a sudden drug lab inside a church organized crime? That's nice to hear. You kids are good these days? You kids good these days, y'all growing up.
Gee, thanks. Now, was there anything else on your mind?
Is that it? Let's hope we can get something a little bit more. Alright, what about this dude?
Yo, man. What's on your mind? Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
I basically said I want to talk more about this place. You say that as a carpenter yourself.
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveller. Made me a bit manic, you know. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
You're not gonna ask me how I knew?
Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools.
Let's talk about something else, Noid. Let's talk about the glasswork again.
The mass murderer? Why?
But she's pretty. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days? They're just all dialogues I don't need.
Okay,
Let's talk about something else.
sure.
What did Diego tell you about the church?
Crabman's been lurking here for a while. Encasement, like, this is some old world shit, you? Sure.
Nah, there's no real interest there.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Have to reopen that. Why check back up? Alright. Probably be able to do it. How far am I off for level? Oh, I got level. Yeah, fuck it, let's do interfacing back up. Egghead. Any others? No. Interfacing, was it? Let's put all my stuff back on. What else I change the pants? Well, let's see if there's any more interfacing. I don't think there was there? +1, it's not good enough. No. And what percentage was he at?
A better deal! Yeah!
Oh, no, 72 is quite high. Fuck it.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different. It will yield a drastically different outcome.
Oh, I can't believe I lost it again. I was only 1 out as well. You should crank up the oscillator metrics. Dude, you gotta reroute the sound juice through the fluxicator. I just made up a word there. Fluxifer or something. I don't know the technical term, but it needs less booze. I don't know what I said last time. Dude, you need to reroute the sound juice.
The fluxifier? Where is that?
You don't have one? Maybe it's top secret. Cop tech. Here, let Pro show you how it's done. Turn some knobs around them. Yeah, let's do it.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
It feels like I didn't fail it.
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Okay, so I failed it, but it's given me another shot, another opportunity to try it. Alright. 83%. Fiddled with the knobs.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different.
Double
it will
once.
yield a drastically different outcome.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing again.
The fluxifier? Where is...
As you fiddle with the knobs on
Copman can ride the knob!
whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Now it's locked. Ugh. Can't believe I still failed that.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting.
Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Logic is low. No other things I could do. I feel like I put my interface in again when I have the opportunity to. Just being stubborn, I really want to complete that, but that'll be for next time. I could go and do the main thing now. You speak to the woman. Yeah, let's go on the main story. We've been messing around for the last hour and a half. So we want to try and travel on a boat to another island. To find a sniper, the sniper's nest, and try and figure out who the sniper was.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you. She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
You seem angry. Why? I got shot in the foot. That's pretty badass. You would have liked it. I'm a cop. I don't merely exist in this world. I live in the between life and death. Some people hurt me. Yeah, some people hurt me. Alright, I'll do that.
Is this from the shooting in town?
Yep.
We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You didn't only get shot.
I dodged a second shot. I can also get not shot. Yeah, that's too funny. I might just pick that just because how funny that is. You should see the other guy. 2 dead, 1 in hospital. That's too dark. I dodged a second shot. I can also get not shot.
Well, good for you.
Alright, I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to the island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tide just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
2 days relative sunshine. I just got bacterial infection. What's on the island? I saw some kind of ruins through the binoculars. Yeah, I did that.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You said you haven't been there yourself. Who has been there if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
The 2 days of sunshine, I just got bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasted your bacterial infection like that.
Is there anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod along affirmatively. Yeah, I would do.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
Thank you. We would use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. I'm half tempted to actually go back and do suggestion again. I'm more than half tempted. I'm actually fully tempted. 100%. I'll do the kids first.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to the island, right?
On that island?
Yes, that one. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
The sniper cases. Sniper bullet cases. What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone live on the island?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
One adds laconically, standing with his hands glued to his sides like a little tin soldier.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
You mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to a street light.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
They say almost in unison. How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to the island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
Your father did not kill himself. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
The boy made a claim finds us on shore of it. He looks around.
Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. father isn't the fire guy.
Is that all you know? Is there anything more you could tell me about the island?
There's
The boy says, rubbing his eyes, it's clear that he has no intention of finishing the sentence.
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Bye, kids. Go to the island. Cool. I'm going back to do that challenge again. My suggestions can be so high now after this. Save just in case. What do we have? It's a suggestion. Was it a suggestion? I want to double check that.
A better deal. Yeah.
Oh, it's interfacing.
Medium car.
Luckily I checked. Interfacing. Is that my highest level so far? Yeah. Alright, cool. We absolutely must be able to do this now. So 9. Yeah.
A better deal.
92%. Come on.
Medium car.
Side chain the beat.
Only just. Fucking hell. 2 and 2. That's ridiculous. What does that even mean, sidechain?
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux sidechain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Okay, Egg, you need to start sidechaining it. Explain the concept to him.
Side chaining it, you said.
I love this guy. He turns on the music, his hands moving daftly across the mixer, setting up the necessary controls.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide. Wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss, in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
I'm not sure. Or just wait and see. I'll do that. Nor that Egghead.
Are you
No.
ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Give him a thumbs up. Cool.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty.
Task complete.
This is life.
30 experience. Good.
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together. It's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
This one is for the Nordic generation. We have tamed the sound, make it your own. A hardcore aesthetic is just called more bassy. This one's for the Nordic generation.
Introducing the ultimate sound.
We have tamed the sound, make it your own. The hardcore steak just got more basic.
This is wild. The signs are off the charts.
God damn it! This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This is a new era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered.
J'adore!
Alright, cool. That's that completed. Completed the mission. There's another task done. Where was that task I just did? Oh, it was the previous task, previous day. Alright, cool. Let's just leave these kids to it. Is there new dialogue?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Has this got more? Found the beat.
Goodbye, officer.
Right, Savon Flare. Let's try and up that. Once over. I think we've got 2 items, right? Alright, how's this look?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
A3. Yeah, it's good. I lost on a higher. I lost on 73, was it? No, I lost on 83 before. But fuck it, we'll give it a shot.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Your aching leg doesn't want you to imagine anything, however. It just wants to lie down and rest.
I hope you're not trying to dance with that leg of yours. Healing from a gunshot wound takes time and patience. Be careful.
That's a good point.
Goodbye, officer.
Just like real life. I was at a party and at a friend's party, and somehow I managed to get hairline fracture on my rib. Like, I didn't break my rib, but like I caused a hairline fracture. And it was like really painful, and then after, like, it took months to heal, but it was very hard to like move or breathe or do anything, cause intense pain. And near the end, I wanted to go and dance, so I was so drunk that I actually just started to, I was so drunk I just started dancing, even though my ribs were not healed properly. And caused more pain, so it took a lot longer to heal than it should have done. So yeah, just kind of reminds me of that. There are a lot of things like happening in this game that kind of mirrors my life, so quite freaky. Let's put on all the old things again. I think that was what I had. Yeah. Southern Flare. We'll level up next. How far are we from that level? Halfway. Alright, on the boat. Time to go on the boat. Any dialogue?
Be careful out there. Seas calm.
Where's this boat? Oh yeah, there it is. Well, let's take bag off. Let's put a bullet on, just be on the safe side. A gun, I should say. I could go double pistol. Do we get a special dialogue for that? Save it. Right, I'm gonna have a break for 20 minutes and then come back to this. And then we'll go on to main plot the second I come back from my break. So yeah, see you guys 20 minutes roughly. See you guys then. Hi, I'm back. So, yeah, let's continue the game. Let's go on to the other island. Probably find the last boss here, maybe. Who knows? Don't you think? Yeah.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water, along with the factory number, A72. SRV made. This machine represents humanitarian aid from a workers' state on the Samaran Isola. The ROO logo on the engine gives it away. That and a white 5-pointed star. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now?
Yeah, I kind of done everything. Yeah, it feels like I'm going to the last boss, right? Yeah, fuck it.
Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
This band up roll thing is the Wu A72. You take the engine, Kim. I hold the boombox. Get in and ride to the island. I'm not ready yet. You know what? Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to hold off a little bit longer. I wanna do some more levels here and there. What can I do? The woman who painted the signs, and I was planning to get the paint off. It would be good to find her again for the paint, or maybe that's too late.
The trap is full. Poor thing.
Everett's gone missing. I can't speak to Everett. I can't do much around there actually. I'm going to speak to the people that's left. I want to level up my Southern Flare and complete the dance. Let's see if everything here's got.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Nope.
All the old boomboxes are there.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics.
You calling this politics? Well, someone has to. Yeah, I shouldn't have either. You calling this politics?
In its purest form. Now, what can I do for you?
Nothing there.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. This set of
You're probably talking. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. I wish there was more nuance. As it stands, I cannot comment.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Alright. Yeah. Right, I'm finishing up everything I can before I move on. I feel like this is the point of no return. So stuff I wouldn't normally follow through. I'm gonna like everything in the library, the bookshop. I want to do as well.
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman are you?
A beacon of light in the dull shores of mediocrity. You're welcome, Martinez. I don't know. It was an accent. I'm sorry. Policemen of the state yet to come. The herald of the apocalypse. The fuel oil was an environmental hazard. How to get rid of it somehow. I'm a beacon of light in the dull shores of mediocrity. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, officer. It certainly lightened the mood. Very cozy, like a little street fair almost.
I want to go a few more things about Renee.
Yes. What about Renee?
Offer my condolences.
It is what it is. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really.
I had nothing else for that dude. He's all done. We got the dice woman as well. Oh, come on, just get me over there.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Math. It's... Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Oh, shit. Was that the one that I gave to the girl in the Disco Elysium church? Wait, where did you get this?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
Is it a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum...
Cool. Well, that was worth the trip. Let's see what we have. Encyclopedia. +1. What's my current hat? Authority. If anything, the wide rim hat looks even better than a Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid and not even real. You're real. The brain is real. Your real brain is inside that hat. Yeah, I like that look. Do I get any dialogue? No. Shelf of crime novels. Right.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Pain threshold. Do any of the books call out to me? Yeah, okay.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
My dice rolls are so bad this session. Twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Ow. Ugh, what's that?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? Oh, interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
The Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman. Heimdall, the Man from Heimdall. I'll get them both.
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
Buy them all.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Rows and rows of Heimdall men. The display rack before you is burdened under piles.
Oh, blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical
Sounds
things
good.
he
Which one shall I
encounters.
start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd...
Cool. Interact. A classic one, the frontispiece and anatomy unrealistic muscle man is reaching a mountain stream, yearning to touch his glimmering mirror image. His eyes are full of childlike wonder on the blood-soaked snow right next to him. Next to him lie two on the blood-soaked snow right next to him lie two giant handers. There's a it's a two-handed sword. Zwei being two, right? Two-hander. Alright, let's interact with this one.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Yeondar standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell yeah!
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Yeondalar, the man from Yeondar, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair.
Read a couple of pages.
The story opens in media res.
It's
The
like
man
Conan
from
Barbarian.
Yeondar and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple,
Yes,
surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Yeondar and his blood brother, noble Tiribol, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tiribol cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
Wow, they're in trouble now. I'm told this. Wow, they're in trouble now.
9, Tiribol. The man from Yeondar bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands. For Yeondar. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two-handed swords at the same time.
Yeah.
And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Skip ahead.
A few chapters later, the man from Yeondar and Tiribol are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Yeondar to rid his kingdom of the Naktera, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Yeondar extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Hold on, why is the man from Himmerdale doing any of this? All aboard the slaughter and gory. Hold on, why is the man from Hillmill doing all this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Yeondar. Because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Fair enough, let's get back to it.
You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdar, where our heroes infiltrate the Naktera's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nectera are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nectera forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nectera's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheath glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Yeah, well, who else would have been? Whoa, I did not see that coming. Yeah, I did that.
In an instant, the Nectera summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nectera. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Come up, Leanderman.
He probably is, but you can't be sure, cause this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, to be continued in Heimdallaman at the gates of tomorrow.
We gotta find out where
Coming
it is.
soon to your local bookstore. Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel. The man from Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve.
Look at the back cover.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Heimdall saga. Meet man from Heimdall, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Heimdall. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Heimdall and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from Heimdall, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Heimdall, the Curse of Nectera.
Put the book away. Cool. And the man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman. A frontispiece of this old paperback features a muscle man in chains, kneeling before a scandalous-looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadows of the vixen hair dress like a pair of demonic horns. Let's read it.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, noble Tyribald. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
Time to flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Oh shit, gritty and heroic. Let's give this a chance. Ugh, vulgar. Oh shit, gritty and heroic, yeah.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdalla tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
Man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward!
The steel muscles of man from Yeomdal gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me. Really get into the book.
A passage reads, "The man from Yeomdal looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Yeomdal will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Yeomdal, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, "I have grand plans for you, man from Yeomdal." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Yeomdal. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct."
Wow, this is epic. I keep hoping it will get better, but the writing is terrible and repetitive. Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, man from Yeomdal mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Yeomdal and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
Put the book away. Alright, let's see what else there is. Does she talk about it?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you...
What do you have here?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
We'll buy the board game Sui Anthony.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
I won't buy the other one. I want to save a bit of money. I don't know what this board game is about. I'm thinking also that I might be able to pick up a little toy figure to give to the stained glass window of Doris Day. A civilization building game, board game where you choose a nation and set out to colonize and exploit other cultures. A star-shaped note on the box proclaims the game now includes a completely new genocide option.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic. The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work. The exact location and time period are left deliberately vague, but it's clearly meant to represent the economic relationship between the Revacholian suzerainty and its many vassals.
Shake the box.
The box has a nice heft to it. You hear the rattle of individual wooden tokens and feel their weight shifting back and forth. Even before you open it, you can tell that this will be a meaty game of grand strategy and complex player interactions.
Remove the plastic wrap.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
Open the box.
There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components. Savor that new board game smell. A mix of wood, paper, and ink, all wrapped in the sweet must of cardboard.
Examine the components.
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several punch boards with other cardboard components that will need to be punched out before you can play.
Check out the wooden tokens.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Sefre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, grey marble block tokens. From the Seminine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. And from Supra Muindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
Oh, those are nice.
The lieutenant picks up a sugar token and admires it. Punch out the cardboard pieces one by one.
Each cardboard token makes a satisfying ch as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Put component away.
You hold the open game box before you.
Read the rulebook.
Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
Finally, a proper game to teach children about the importance of trade in global economy. The history seems problematic, but it is important to teach children basic economic concepts. Yeah.
The colourful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this so-called family game. Only one way to find out.
Keep reading.
The instructions are opaque at first, and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol. Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points.
How do you accumulate victory points?
That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners.
Read the advice.
Remember, there are many paths to victory in suzerainty, but successful players will find one strategy and commit to it wholeheartedly.
How is the winner determined?
The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
Hey Kim, you want to play?
The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours.
That is a lot of hours.
I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
Suggestion. Convince Kim to play with you. Intriguing components, +1. Can't do it. Or yeah, at least anyway. Probably won't. I don't want to waste time. I can leave that.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
Am I the one who got shot here, madame?
Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes! It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Sounds like a plan. Life must go on after all. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think of that. A psychic studio? This is even worse than a bookstore on Martinez. Oh, not. Sounds like a plan. Life must go on after all.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
A few questions about a curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the walls on the back door? Are they Siamese as well?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
What if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go, get back there. The books are...
She smiles and nods.
Alright, same dialogue as before. I'm gonna go dice with him. I think she could buy dice of her. I don't be wasting money on books if I can buy dice. Ooh. No sane person will ever put their hand in such a machine. Ooh. Looks like Gimelo Le Million. That hair poster. Alright. Oh yeah. I wonder if I can lift this now.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a
Physical instrument. Let's level up our physical instrument. We've already got +1. The right hand top. What colour is it? Pink. Oh, 1. Two. Alright, that's all we've got for now. I don't think there's enough.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Nope, I'm not doing it. Alright, see what else we got. Torch. Oh, it tells me all the keys I got. I didn't know that. I got 1 bullet left. Poor animals, no rest for the bodies after death.
Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded. This old the whole thing resembles
I suppose we've done this thing, haven't we?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the
Do we have, what filaments do we have? I think we've done that already. Empty cassette tape case. I'm not gonna bother anything here. It's downstairs. Nah, let's leave that. Let's talk to Dice One. Let's hope this interaction goes better than the last one.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Found a 2mm hole in the world. Shivers. I got +3 on shivers, so that helps. My shivers +1, +3, +2. Shivers is pink. Let's up it even more. Good, we've got 1. Got 2. What trousers am I kind of wearing? That knocked down my physical instrument. What does the physical instrument do? Yeah. Why is my physical instrument -1? Oh, it's because of the shoes. Alright, cool. That's not a problem. Let's save. I haven't saved in a while.
Oh, it's you again.
I too.
Are you looking
Good.
for a die?
Yep. Why hasn't the business failed?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Hey, Niha. The curse is real, and I figured out why it spared you. There's still theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed. Yeah, deal.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This is technically the doomed commercial area. This isn't technically.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, there used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You were in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looked around the makeshift nest that she has carved out of herself, bewildered.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Let's just say I have my own method, unusual methods. It has a different address in the heart of the city. I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't sealed the chimney crown. Yeah, and then point above. I'll do that. I'm just using logic.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
No one's really ever safe from failure. Rest assured, no physic attack will reach you here.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What? Oh, look away. I want to talk about something else now. I'll do what?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on the index finger. A lucky charm? A Simne's ward? It looks like a regular piece of jewellery to me. I don't care what it is, I only came to tell you about why you haven't failed. A lucky charm.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the east out the commerce center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop for the protective depth of the chimney. Why are you telling me this? Yeah, I do that.
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump, you made it nice and cozy here. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. Don't call it a dump, you made it nice.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
She picks a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
The precarious world, new thought added.
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I thought I'd die.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the well untethered setting? I want to die for that. Do you have any cursed die? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry I don't actually know what a die I want. A normal die for me, please, very regular. I'm looking for something to help with my work. Yeah, I do that.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, and cradled in her palm.
Police colours.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Hand-eye coordination 83%. Yeah, go on.
Mr.
Brilliant.
Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Yeah. Wink at the dice maker. Say nothing, act like you've done this 1,000 times. Yeah, I do that.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
Cool.
She smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
I wonder if that would have protected me from getting shot earlier.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the well untethered setting? I want to die for that.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
It'll be too late for that. Why do you need a cast in resin? Yeah, alright, fuck it.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Would I never die?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see the die we have. The two 20-sided dice have the colours of a police alarm. Bloodstone for red and lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene. And it's raining. No. Look at the map tab in journal to see which right checks have opened. Interesting. Dice Maker said that your order was be ready in 8 hours. Pick it up from the Doom commercial area and be sure to have some money with you. Wait, what? See all white tabs open. Am I too late for this? I think I might be too late for this. Church doors? I don't remember that. Oh yeah, it's just to get in. Andre. Barbell. Wooded door. Map wall. Interfacing. Sleeping dock worker. Yeah, alright. I don't think I've gone. I think I'm too late for it. I think I need to got that before. Before I got shot, basically. I'm in the third act now, so I think all previous attempts, previous paths are now locked off. Alright, let's see the Curious World. Seems like the point of the game is victory, the absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory is business ventures and creative undertaking. Victory in love and other people. Over other people. Political victory, ideological victory, hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victories in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do we not lose? Okay, cool. So right, I think we're done in this room. Alright, let's change back everything. Close. Where's my trousers? Oh, I still got the trousers on. What do I need it for? Interfacing. Let's put in interfacing stuff. Oh yeah, I only had the shoes for that, the gloves. Did I pick up a new one? shirt needs a change. Cool. Looks about right. Map, is that the map? Yeah. Apparently you could do interfacing here.
This old file, the whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tile. Radio frequencies, it's unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? They must have had massive air width. Someone the leader of a conductor for the 100, whoever decides, a list of names. All of this is, there's no...
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of air inflow must be
exactly.
Huge.
These
nothing.
Alright. Where was that suggestion?
This old file, the whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. History classes. Students with their textbooks, radio frequencies, it's unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins. You think so? They must have had massive air width. These things don't. Whoever decides to call a list of names under this, all of this is gone. There's no.
My God, it's as if the less money they had, the more the schedule. I know Doom.
Nothing. The whole
this
thing
apparently leads into
mosaic tiles.
Interactable.
Very pedantic. Radio frequency unclear. It looks like. You think so? They must have had massive air width. Whoever decides a list of names. All of this is. There's no.
My God, it's as if the less the schedule.
Nothing.
Maybe it was this.
Your flashlight slides out. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lie translucent. You should adopt one of the Welkins, towering among the Vara, the Haldo.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Just look at those.
And for what? All gone. This, it looks a bit like everyone is. Mini-Me stands for a. Your eyes glide up the handwriting, the full text outside. The cold wind wraps the photo entire. You see a pinned postcard read.
Fuck it. Is there a map somewhere else in it? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't think I'll be doing the boat today.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
But the question is, why did they start with, and which did they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination. And yet, they still failed Household. That's just speculation, we don't know anything for sure. That's just a question we don't know what to start with. Which did they pivot?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination. And yet they failed Household.
Reality is ruthless.
Right. Nothing too great there. Yeah, so the dice would have been good to follow through on, so I missed out on that. And was there anything else I missed out on?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty.
See if there's anything else going on here.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. Both cables are unplugged from the break.
I'll just leave this place in, I suppose. I'll check back in the library. The bookshop, sorry.
It's always nice to see you here. You bring good energy. Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
The woman looks
Alright, cool, nothing more with her. I'm trying to like just finish off all storyline arcs before I finish the game. I presume I'm entering the final area. I also want to get
shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective Dick Mullen.
I also want to level up my Sauvron Fair so I can finish off the Disco Elysium. What do I need for this? Hand-eye coordination, wasn't it?
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the
reaction speed. I must be at 9% with my reaction speed now. Did I see one? That's minus. Alright, cool.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart. Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
So my reaction speed, I need a minimum 10, and I rolled a dice of a 2 and a 1, but I got carried by my other stats. So it's only a double 1 that's absolute failure. Anything above that and I would have survived, but I only just survived on a 2-1 dice roll. My dice rolls this game is like so low. What do you have here anyway? Mistaken Identity?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy, full of contradictions.
Then this is the book for you.
Alright, fine.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Another Dick Mullen book that woefully misrepresents the nature of police work. In this one, our detective returns from a trip, having successfully solved one case, only to embark on another. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No. He doesn't even look like a normal officer of the law.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
Examine the cover.
The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the premise nicely.
Are you really reading that, detective?
Oh yeah. I really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is. I'm looking for advice of being a real detective. I really need to know who Dick Mullen is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime, along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it.
Start reading. Actually, how far away am I from a level? 75. I need 25 more.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
Look, I can't judge. Yeah, I'll do that.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vespa police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
The cop released their prime murder suspect so he could find the real killer. Are you shitting me? No way Mullen did this. Keep reading.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Deneuve.
Nice, a dame. Now it's getting interesting. Yep.
Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
Tell me about the police captain. I want to hear about a politician's son. What was that about art collector? Yeah, tell me about the police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
I want to hear about the politician's son.
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
What was that about art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane got did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Diana Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
Okay, let's get on with the story.
One evening, Diana Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
Nice, kill it, Mullen. I'm not sure I'm happy with this, but maybe the story will turn it around. Yeah, nice, kill it, Mullen.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Diana Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. Always aim for the center of mass." Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Fuck. Can't trust the dame. Dude, fuck.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Double fuck.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
Wait, I got some questions first.
What is it, Detective?
What does everyone close to Dick wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective? But why is he like that?
Dick Mullen was made to crack skulls and solve cases. It's who he is. He could no more stop being a detective than a tiger could cease to be a predator in the night. You're no tiger though, Harry. You're a man. It's your curse to have to choose. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life? You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, Detective?
Okay, maybe not. There are parts worth saving.
Like what?
Friends and family. The pleasure of contemplating art. Friends and family.
Do you even have those?
I've got Kim. Yeah, I do.
Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
I don't have any more questions. I've figured it all out now.
So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Communist gun, the day police captain, a junkyard cleaner, a politician, Tratt's son, Dick Mullen. I don't know. I don't care. Day police captain. Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Finish the book.
You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone.
Oh shit.
Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Stupid old horse glue. Gah! No, I never know.
Too bad, Detective. If it's any consolation, the resolution is almost never very satisfying. And on that note, perhaps we should get back to making sense of our own case?
Last year, more than 71% of murders in Revachol went unsolved. In Revachol West, that number was closer to 85%. In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken...
Yeah. How was my reaction speed in the end? Was it my reaction speed? 7. It's still quite high. It was like a 20. So that's going to be quite hard to actually beat. Let's pull my stats back to normal for the next objectives. Alright, what was my normal get up? The hat was authority. No, I'll leave reaction speed on for now. My coat's normal, my trousers. Kino of conscience. No, I'll put encyclopedia hat on. What else is there? I think that's it. Cool. My experience is so close to the top. 15 more. There's not much left to do in the game, and I want to be able to... Oh, these are maps. Oh, these are the maps.
Several maps have been attached. The maps look old and faded, This large map, ozone, disintegrating in the northeast, radiating outwards from you. You can. Lost 850 million. The ocean connection star. You have little idea. Perhaps they are God. The north coast of Averted to the east. Huron. It's so no. No. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's...
Nope, nothing there.
Shelves full of biography. Browsing through all the... Suddenly, a high-speed love. Next to Irv's. Next to that.
I really must. I'm sorry. I did not mean to.
Browsing through all... Suddenly, a high-speed... Next to... Next to...
I'm sorry. I did not mean to rush you. You are.
Browsing through all... Suddenly, a particular high-speed love. Next to Irv's. Next to...
I really must. I'm sorry.
Alright, fine. Yeah, nothing going on here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime. Amidst these three things are very important. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, it serves platted wholeness. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of the book features chapters. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using...
Sir, I can't have you end up like... Oh.
I need to find 15 more experience before I continue. Any new dialogue?
It's always nice to see you here. You bring good energy.
The Dick Mullen book fell apart before I got to the end. Do you have another copy?
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the last copy we had in stock.
Alright, what about a go?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Hey little girl, help. My Dick Mullen book ripped apart before I could get to the end. Do you know what happens?
Which book was it, sir?
Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I could help you.
Fine. Alright, cool. What's happening now?
Give up. You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here.
But why? There's got to be a way to solve this.
There isn't. If only you had more time, more resources. Who knows what you could have come up with? Maybe if there had been more money and less speed. Or more speed.
No.
Or that. Yes. Either way, you might have been able to come up with an answer, but not like this. Hang on, you can do this. Use your imagination. You know who the suspects are. Just make it up. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, detective? Just fucking pick one.
The Derry Police Captain.
Sounds good. You can't trust the fuzz after all. They say they've got your back, but do they really? More like they've got a knife in your back. You've seen it yourself, haven't you? Maybe that cuts a little close to the bone, jaded cop. Take it easy. Don't let the memory of old betrayals haunt you tonight. That's it. You got it.
Got what?
The whole shebang.
Oh, the coat and the hat? Oh yeah, shit, yeah. I'm wearing all.
The coat, the hat, the swindle so crooked a Yegman couldn't break it. Yegman, that's either a safe breaker or someone who works almost exclusively with egg yolks. The deaths of Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, the case Dick Mullen was on. That's what this crooked swindle must be.
Wait, why are you talking about that? So it was the crooked cop chief that iced him after all? Wait, why are you talking about that?
This is how I always talk. Move on. The swindle. cracked it like a discounted safe. You're right. He used to be more polite.
So it was the Crooked Copper chief that iced him after all.
Don't think like a cop. Cops don't solve cases. They slide nippers on the goons and take them into big houses. But they don't solve anything.
Who doesn't?
The Dicks, Gumhills, Hawkshaws, Peepers, Sleuths. Men like Mullen and you. This cop here solved 216 cases over 18 years.
My ledge says I solved 216 cases.
That's because you're a dick in cop's clothing. Underneath, a snooper through and through.
I don't feel like a private investigator. I think I always felt like a private investigator. Yeah, I don't feel like a private. I think I've always felt like a private investigator.
If there's any doubt, consult your trusty Dick Mullen book and reconnect with the real you. Him, Dick Mullen. You, him, use, Modus Mullen.
Anything else? What if I put the shoes on? Try and get the whole gear on. Don't think they have any other shoes. What shoes am I currently wearing? I think it's just a Dick Mullen hat that I was doing that. Right, cool. What else I can do to make up 10? God, does he have anything new to say?
Is there something I can do for you?
Did you see the huge burning graffiti here outside?
Yes. Very responsible.
Come on, you got me, that's pretty cool. The end has begun. I guess you're right, it's pretty responsible. Don't worry, the fire will go out. Come on, you got me, that's pretty cool.
Looked pretty hot to me. Well, at least nothing bad actually happened.
Any dialogue?
Hey, it's you again. I've been thinking about it. And you know what? We're both cops. This city is big enough for 2 cops. Okay. 3 cops. Me, you, and your little friend here.
Can you help me get into the harbor?
Nah. The harbor's in complete lockdown. Everett's orders.
Wait, how do you get in then?
We don't. Gonna sit tight, get drunk, and mourn our fallen comrades till Boss Man sends word. Times are changing, Capo.
He gives you a quick 2-finger salute.
Alright, let's find ways of getting the 10 more experience. Maybe I could try that door, which I shouldn't be trying. Yeah, fuck it. There's pretty much nothing else to do in the game. Oh, I could do the Dolores thing. Let's do that first. First and first, save. Interact with the book. Greatest Innocence.
The Greatest Innocence by Jean. Browsing through the book, your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? It seems rather an... Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
First incident. So it's not Dolores, the Paracanesian?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that as the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of the... Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this.
Well, it's not Dolores.
You, me, anybody.
Franco.
Correct. Named Franco Negro. Attempt. Question 3.
False.
Who was the... Got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one.
No.
Correct. The most famous final stretch. You've come
Dolores
so far.
is lost.
I've got it. Honest. Correct.
Yep,
The
all
Mets
of them
might
right.
see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude to everything from inter-esolary travel to the connected world to and more beautiful and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. Again, the results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get an A. All correct. Impressive. Oddly so. You really navigated some treacherous waters here. Well done. But endless tries aren't really fair, don't you think?
Fine. Oh, how's that one done? Can I just finish up loose ends? Right, let's go in there. Save again. Maybe I'll get some experience, even if it goes bad.
The door has braved the elements for decades.
Use
The key stops mid. The tenant's key is in the lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signals you to back off from the door. The lieutenant looks first.
That already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
Not a sound. There's no answer.
I can't go in anyway. Alright. That's that one done. There's the old lady here. Can't go in that door.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive...
There's plenty of rooms up there that I haven't been able to unlock. Do you have any more dialogue?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. Some lunatic.
With how small these rooms are.
People come and go.
She mumbles some kind.
No, nothing of worth. It's already 5 o'clock in game time. Just checking if there's anything new. And I think what I'll do now is I'll finish up all the side quests. this stream, and then I'll actually do the finale. I presume is the finale next session on Thursday or next Tuesday. See how it goes.
This coin-operated viewer, your money disappears into the coin slot. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. If the lenses shift, it looks as if its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Could a shot have come from here? They've entered the window upstairs in the well in the ranks.
Can you tell? From this distance? I don't think it's possible.
It's not. The detail...
Ah. I can tell them I lost the gun.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer.
Listen, I actually
Over.
lost my gun too.
10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over.
I successfully located a 9mm Villiers pistol. It's on me now, and I won't lose it again.
10-4, sir. Yes. Roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
I just faked the ball and the barrel just to get the last bit of experience needed. Right, teleport. Church. Oof, what the fuck was that? Big glitchy. I'll see what I need first before leveling up anything. Alright, I gotta do this. Must be able to do it now.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Saffron Flare.
Goodbye, officer.
Where's that? I never leveled up shivers in the end. There it is. Level up. More knocks. I could do him again. Is there any others? No. Alright, cool. Let's get the costume on the go. Saffron Flare. No, I only got one. Alright, cool. 83%.
You close your
Close it.
eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness.
Okay.
You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin.
Where did the church go? Where did the music go? What was that about unformed skull? Where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
Good. I'm scared. I hate waking life. I hate this world. I hate everything. All I want is dance. Please God, just let me dance. Good.
No, not good. Orgasmic.
Where did the music go?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
No, really. Why can't I hear anything? Concentrate on hearing. Yeah, I'll do it.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
First time I hear about from my spinal cord, which is a bit weird.
To rule the world.
Oh my God, is it true? As it ought to be. Where is it? Who are you?
I
did
am
who are you?
the spinal cord.
What do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Yeah, fuck it, let's bust a move.
Foolhardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn. As you open your eyes, you should scream, hyper, hyper. It seems appropriate.
Hyper, hyper, or open your eyes and dance like you never danced before. I do hyper, hyper.
You have become a flawless interlocking
Fucking quality.
a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup
That's
of the
amazing.
one called Eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Dad, the torch is really adding to the dance routine.
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my God! No way!
Yes, way. Hard cop. This is really happening. Yeah, this is really happening.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem
Yeah,
of
that's
a
awesome.
future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Turn to a seal. What are you doing? Dance, point at Andre. It's the law. Kim, get in here. Call for Lieutenant join you. Is there any more I can do? I want to break the limit. Guys, I'm out of juice. Andre. Dance, it's the law.
The young man immediately bounces up and down.
Yeah.
Then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Turn to a C. What are you doing? Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost memorable. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
No way.
No time to wait.
Shivers. Ansi, what are you doing?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
She turns back to Sunya, then back to you. She briskly shakes her head and puts her headphones back.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music.
Sunya is in, quality, 83%. Kim, get in here.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
He grumbles.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31, Code 31. I said get in here and dance. Say to yourself, on second thought, maybe I don't need to involve the lieutenant in this. Pioneer and dance off. Code 31. Do it.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect.
Come on, Kim, can you do this?
He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
A Code 31 emergency? Really?
Yes, officer, is in need of assistance on the dance floor. It's not really an emergency, Kim, I lied. I'm sorry, Kim, I thought it would be funny to call Code 31. Yes, officer in need of assistance on dance floor. Oh, this is too good. Come on, Kim.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening? How the hell are you dancing with that broken leg of yours?
Yeah. I'm undercover. I'm not doing anything. The music is made its mind up a long time ago. I'm just implementing. Help Kim. I think I'm turning into some kind of hyperstar. I'm undercover. Would that put him off? We don't want Kim to join. I'm not doing anything. The music's making me made his mind up a long time ago. I'm just implementing. Yeah, I'll do that.
Good for you. Rock on then.
Hey, I called you to dance. Aren't we going anywhere before we tear this shit up? We ain't going anywhere before we tear this shit up. Wait, I called you to dance.
What?
I said, there's an emergency on dance floor, did I not? The emergency, not enough, Kim. Authorities, right? That's it. Don't let the lieutenant leave without getting his hardcore on. Yeah, come on.
Who's the
yes.
You are.
14 just as well. Lieutenant, I'm only gonna pull rank on you one time and that time's now. Yes, come on, Kim.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you I am not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant. Yeah.
Get my what on?
I said get your goddamn groove on. Boogie woogie.
Sheesh, okay.
Yes, got fucking Kim in. He backs up with his hands raised in the air, observing the crisscross of your feet.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi folk dancing?
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, whatever.
You can talk big, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves. The hardcore never die, but you will. Say nothing, push your footwork extra hard. You talk big, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
Yes.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
Yeah, quality.
It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either.
I can't do anything else. 97%. +2 for Kim dancing. Yeah. Come on, let's do this.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church, built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
What is this strange feeling they keep having? The cold, even now.
I am la Rebachelière.
Oh, quality. The revolution.
I am the city.
Oh, Revachel, sorry, what am I about? What do you mean? You are the city. How are you talking to me? What do you mean you are the sea?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
But who am I? Why are we talking? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jante and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city of Rivershore. I don't know about good. Yeah, I spoke to the city of Rivershore.
Fuck yeah!
Annoyed.
I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
Get up.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now...
The would-be leader stutters with excitement.
Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete.
Right, static. I won't go that far. Yes, my mission here is complete. Right, static.
All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
Been mean to ask you what's with the hair. You mentioned some kind of thing about the church. Who are the Lascutis? Oh, that's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Well, that was definitely worth it. It's a good end to the night as well. Too bad didn't get the CC to join.
Hardcore.
Man, just not getting the empathy on that. You know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll put all my authority that I can do on. It's a gamble, but it's a white check, so I can do it again. Well, yeah, I can't actually do it again, but I don't think we're gonna have another time to do it. So, fuck it. Empathy. We're looking for empathy. Alright, didn't we have the ledger +1 empathy for that? Cool. Right, okay, well let's save it, because I feel like that was a very hard task there. I'm really happy we got it done. 42 even. Fuck it. Table quarter lies on the wooden floorboards like a discarded toy pickup.
The device feels light. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the floor.
Let's see if there's any new dialogue.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Nope, nothing new there.
Yes, what is it?
Logic is out the window.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Alright, cool. I think we're done for this church. Got a groove on at the Disco Elysium. I'm really happy how that played out. It's a good way to end the stream as well. I'm so surprised we managed to convince Kim to take part. Yeah. Alright, do we leave it here? Yeah, alright, cool. Cool. Alright, well, thank you everyone again for joining me for this session. Yeah, we're definitely at the end game now. Definitely. That boat, I imagine, leads us to the final area, and when we come back, it'll probably be the end credits. They're telling us we have to clear up all other stuff. I can't do anything more than I already have done. Pretty much exhausted most dialogue trees. There was one or two that I don't want to do. But I'm glad I went out of my way to get as much experience as I can, just so I can re-trigger the dance off. And that's just made a great ending, didn't it? That was really cool. What else was there? Unfortunately, the dice thing, I went to it too early in the game and kind of forgot what I needed to do for that. I thought the dice costs were going to be expensive, so I thought I'll come back later. But then I realised when I'm at end game now, I realised I was too late for it. So I got the blue red dice. Apparently that unlocked some new storyline, but looks like I'm too late for it. And also I've basically went and got some new dice. commissioned dice to be made, but I don't think it's going to be done by the time the game's over. So yeah, so those two haven't been done. Every other side quest have been done. Low responsibilities I failed a couple of sessions ago, but everything else has been on point. So yeah, so next session we're moving on to the finale, I presume. I don't know how long this finale will be, but yeah, I'm gonna be playing for. If I'm not doing Street Fighter on Thursday, then I'll do a 4-hour stream then on Thursday. If not, then I'll hold off till next Tuesday when I got more time. So yeah, so it's been a fun session, and yeah, thanks for joining me, and see you guys next, or either Thursday or next week. So see ya.